Chapter 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. So what book is the book of the Lord? The Bible, right?
Speak up.
No one of these shall fail. That's talking about the prophecies, yeah? Because no prophecy has failed yet. Okay? You know about the transatlantic slave trade, don't you? Yeah? That was written in the Bible before it happened. Okay? You know about Jerusalem being compassed with armies, about Julius Roman Pompey, Julius and Pompey, the destruction of Israel. And they even got a, what do you call it, like an ark, like even in, where is it, near Buckingham Palace, like Trafalgar Square, they've got an ark where it shows you, there's a, Marble Arch basically, where they've got like an ark there, and it's in Paris as well, where it shows the Romans taking jewels and the pleasant thing, like goodly things with the gold and stuff out of the temple of Jerusalem, because we got conquered in them times. We fled into Africa. We fled into the west coast of Africa mainly, and all around. And that's where it was taken from, the west coast of Africa, into subjection where we're still in today.
That's explained in this book. You managed to buy this book on Amazon. It explains that. This is it. When you see Jerusalem, campus around the armies, you know that the time clears, it's clear to around it. The mountains, we're talking about active mountains, we're talking about other that's what the Bible talks about mountains. That's what it's talking about active mountains. That's how people say, roots in that, not Africa.
Right, you ready? Huh? Yeah, that's what always happens, man. When they see something they don't like, they do everything to see one thing they don't like, and then obviously they get taken away, innit? Put that there, actually. But yeah, I'm gonna open up now. Oh yeah, give me the Matthew's 24:37 as well. As well as the 2 Corinthians 3:14. I'll start with Matthew's one first. 3:14. I'm going to open up while you find that, yeah? Matthew's 24:37. Alright, for the Hebrew Israelites, Yahushua's noble servants, YNS Romans 8:35, also died in Croydon, other spots as well, come out as well as the other brothers that push these works for true sincerity, to show you Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans, okay, that you are the children of the Most High. And the heathen nations, which are the other nations that are not of the Israelites, the Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans to date, okay, which is the Caucasian man, the Indian man, the so-called Arab man, the Chinese man, the Japanese man, and the Hamitic Africans, not the West Africans, they're going into slavery when who the world calls Jesus Christ comes down. But before we open up, before we start, we're going to open up, okay? Kahala Yahaba Sham Yashai, Mashinaba Kwadza Kwanyam, Shalawam Wakanan, Lahaba Kaya Wakyam. Alright, that's all praise to the Most High Yahweh for his son Yahushai. Have honest their elders, mainly of GMS that teach us in truth and sincerity, that continue to labour in these works. And Shalom to the elect and to the Akin that continue to push these works in truth and sincerity. Okay? We're out here today, it's nice and hot and sunny. Okay? Once again, the Bible talks about the instant in season and out of season. Because last week it was raining. And obviously you had certain man that didn't come out because it was raining. Alright? But when it gets too hot, certain man won't come out because it's hot as well. And yet they claim that they're pushing these works. Okay, but read this. Because this scripture is for all of you out here. What is it? Matthew's 24:37, yeah? This is Matthew's chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right, and the Son of Man is who you call Jesus Christ. When you're up in the churches, singing and dancing, laughing and joking, or not taking anything seriously, okay? Because your church pastor ain't teaching you anything. All he's telling you is how to sing and dance, okay? And have little youth events. That's got nothing to do with the Bible. Okay, go on.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Right, and that's what's going on today. What's the Bible say? Ecclesiastes, that which has been, you're going to grab me now, yeah? There's nothing new under the sun. So everything that happened back in Noah's time is the same thing that's happening now. Eating and drinking, partying, marrying and giving into marriage. That's the same thing you're all doing today until the flood came. Alright, and that flood is ultimately when Yahushua returns in World War III. But it's talking about Jacob's trouble as well. When this economy crashes, okay, and you're going to have to eat your kids and your wife, you're going to have to see your family starve to death. Or you take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, go on.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
Right, the Bible says there's no new thing under the sun. Okay, like Jacob and Esau were twins. They were what? Paternal twins. You still get that today. You get one twin that's black and another twin that's white, and that still happens to this day from black parents. Okay, Jacob and Esau. Esau was Caucasian, or he was Caucasian. He hadn't got to the Caucasus Mountains yet, and his brother Jacob was dark skinned like the rest of everyone else around him. Okay, but that's what it's meaning. Like what is it? The days of Noah. There's no new thing under the sun. That which has been shall be. Okay, so the same people walking up and down in Noah's time, laughing at Noah and taking a piss and not taking anything seriously, are the same people that are going to be crying and screaming and in a state of consternation when this economy finally crashes and they all run to their banks and their bank can't help them. Okay? Trust me, man. Go on.
Continue. This is Matthew chapter 24 verse 39. And knew not until the flood came.
Right, they know not until the flood came. Also hold on, what is it? 2 Thessalonians 5:1. For we are not in darkness as they are. For we, you see what I'm saying? You know that one? 5:1. Well, it's no, I know it's 5:1. You brethren are not in darkness. Alright? We'll get that one afterwards. Just finish this one, yeah?
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Right, that's what your churches shall be teaching. That's what you're supposed to know. If you don't know this, because all you're doing up in church is laughing and joking and dancing gospel songs, okay? But most time when that, he would have had his prophets out there back in the Bible times doing the same thing. And what you lot of you don't know is they're still in the Bible times. These prophecies are not come to pass yet. The microchip is in existence, but no one's forced to take it yet, which means you're still in those biblical times. That's not past yet, but that prophecy is there in front of your face. It exists. Okay, go on.
The precept. This is Isaiah chapter 30 verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised this word and trust in oppression and perverseness.
Right, that's what you Israelites do. You Negro Hispanics and Native Americans, you trust in oppression. Alright? And what in perverseness?
Because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon.
Right, and you stay therein. Alright, the Bible says, envy not their oppressor and choose none of his ways. And you've done all of that. And more. Alright? What does the Bible say? Israel surpassed the deeds of the wicked. The Caucasian man was created to be the wicked, and you've surpassed his deeds. You've outdid the wicked. Go on.
Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach, ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
Right, and that's talking about your destruction. Alright, what does the Bible say? The simple passeth on and are destroyed. It's talking about it's a breach, which is what is it? A thin branch. Which is, wait, it breaks in an instant. You understand? It breaks in an instant, SALACHYA. Go on.
And he shall break it as the... And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shirt to take fire from the earth, or to take, it's like from the earth, or to take water without out of the pit.
Right. You guys are finished in that day. Okay? And you're going to be turning to your, turning to your church pastors, but he's going to be gone. All you're going to see is, what is it? Skid marks in the road. With his beamer, the guy, what is it? He did what, 180? Did donuts and gone, man. That guy gone from. Alright? Get me, what is it, Ezekiel 14 and 10. Because a lot of these people think, oh, well, I didn't know that. So what, you're going to get a less punishment. The Bible says, the punishment of him that deceiveth them shall be the same as those that follow after him. Okay? And then get me, where is it? The 2 Corinthians 3 and 14 one I asked, yeah? Go on. This is Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 10. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. Alright, the punishment of the prophet, which is your false prophets and your church pastors, alright, and your reverends and your leaders that aren't telling you who they are. They aren't telling you who you are according to the Bible. You need those Hispanics and Native Americans. They're not telling you that you're the chosen people of the Bible. They're not telling you why you're in the captivity that you're in now, or why you're underneath these heathen nations, having to buy your stuff from your enemies. Okay? But it says, the punishment of him that deceiveth them shall be the same as them that follow after him. What did the word called Jesus Christ say? Let the blind lead the blind. Alright? Because they shall both fall in the ditch. And that's what's going to happen in Jacob's trouble. But then again, you guys don't even know what Jacob's trouble is, do you? Because your churches aren't teaching you that. Go on. Now just get me to 2 Corinthians 3:14 first, yeah? 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 14. Knowing that he which raised up the Lord, Mashiach, Yahushua, shall raise up also by us, Yahushua, and shall present us with you. For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many redound to the glory of the Most High. 2 Corinthians 3 and 14. Have you got it now? Precept, man. No precepts. No, man. It's a precept. You told me the wrong scripture. It's 3 and 14. Go on. Come on. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 14. But their minds were blinded, for until this day remaineth the same veil untaken, right, away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Christ. Right. The same veil is upon their eyes, which is done away with the reading of the Old Testament. Okay? That's done away with our eyes, because when this is opened up to us, we understand it. But you peons that walk up and down, you don't understand. Okay? That's how it was. Galatians 4 and 3. The gospel is hid to them that are lost. You want to grab me that one real quick as well? If the gospel be hid, it's hid to them that are lost. But keep that scripture, man. We're losing those scriptures around here. I have to pray for a more precept, man. Alright? Go on. 4 verse 4 and 3. Might actually be 1 Corinthians, like that. 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians, try it out. But keep that last scripture though. We haven't finished that one. Because then it goes into chapter 4. You got it, yeah? Okay. So, first it says SALACHYA. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 14. But their minds were blinded, for until this day remaineth the same veil, and taken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away with Christ. But even unto this day when Moses is read, the veil is upon their hearts. Right, even to this day when Moses is read, the veil is upon your heart. Now let's talk about when Moses is read. It's talking about the laws and the statutes and commandments of the Bible. That veil is upon your heart. Because what does the veil do? It covers and it conceals. And it stops you from seeing. Okay? That's why a lot of you can't understand this doctrine. Get me Galatians 1 and 6 real quick. People don't understand the power of that precept, man. We marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you to the gospel of Christ under another, which is not another. Go on. Take your time out. This is Galatians chapter 1 verse 6. And marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Christ unto another gospel. Right, because when who the one called Jesus Christ come down, whose real name is Yahushua, when he came down, people asked him, what is this doctrine? Okay? Because you Israelites, a lot, especially IUIC go for doctrine that the laws can save you. If that's the case, then Yahushua coming down was in vain. Okay, so he's preaching that the resurrection's already come. So the guy is just pouring damnation onto himself. That's what is it, Israelites united in Christ? That's the worst camp to be following, man. And that guy's an agent as well, to top it off. Just to put the cherry on the cake. What is it called himself? Nathaniel 7. He's a detective. Okay? Which is a high ranking level when it comes to police. Go on. Which is not another, but there'll be some that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Christ. Right. Which is not another. This doctrine is not another, but there are some that trouble you and pervert the gospel of Christ. And that's what happened in slavery. Alright? These Caucasians couldn't stop the spirit from coming back to the Most High. But what they did is they killed off all the older ones that knew that you Israelites were of the Bible. And when the younger generation came through, they reinterpreted it different to you. That's why when that scripture comes out, love thine enemies, our people come up thinking it's the Caucasian man or the Indian man or the Chinese man. But yet the Levitical laws are only given to the Israelites. So when the Bible's talking about love thine enemy, so, go on. What's the question, bro?
Oh, you guys are Hebrews?
Yeah.
I've been checked your genealogy, and you fit into one of these.
Right.
Huh? So, what's the couple of the seeds? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, to know your nationality, you go from the seed of your father. But the Spirit bears witness to what tribe we're from. Because we don't originally know what tribe we're from because of colonialism and the amount of mixing that went on throughout the generations. So for me to say I'm definitely that type of nationality according to Israel, it is me basically going off because I don't know. Only the angels and the Heavenly Father know. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I asked that question is this. A lot of the ones in America, they've traced their...
They've traced their... Well, they can only do it so far, so who are you specifically talking about?
Huh?
Do you know who are you talking about specifically? You know?
I'm talking about a lot of the new British in America, for example.
Can you give us a name?
I'll give you a name,
ISUPK, GMS, GOCC, Zabak, HODC. Go on.
Yeah, so these guys have traced their... and they say they're from the tribe of...
Lemba.
Yeah, that's in...
That's it. Go on.
Yeah, Lemba tribes. That's something that...
Yeah. You want to speak on it? Go on.
Yeah, so basically what they're saying is, if you're not from that, if you're not from the raw seed of Abraham, you're not.
Well, it's not so much the seed of Abraham because Ishmael, which is the Arabs today, they're from the seed of Abraham. You see what I'm saying? Technically, everyone's from the seed of Abraham. Technically, not everyone. You know what I'm saying? But that's why the Muslims, when you read the Quran, it says that, I've got the Quran on it, it says, what is it? The prophethood was given to Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, and the Torah was given to them three. And then it says afterwards, and Muhammad was given the Quran. But Muhammad isn't part of that lineage. Because the Bible says that what? Rebecca was the free woman. What is it? Because it was Abraham and Sarah, and you had Hagar in it. Hagar was the bondwoman. Right, Hagar was the bondwoman, but Sarah was the free woman, because she was of the marriage. See what I'm saying? The promises didn't land on Ishmael, it landed on Isaac. And Muhammad's from Ishmael. So it's impossible for him to be a prophet of the Most High. Because the Most High only deals with the Israelites, and he would be an Ishmaelite. Well, the reason why that is because, first of all, we're under curses. So obviously there's going to... No, the Bible says that when we get into the kingdom, then we're going to see eye to eye. But on top of that, you have Israelite camps that are sold out. For example, ISUPK, they're down here as well, they're in Brixton, and they teach the name, they teach the name, so the name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushua. Those are the true Hebrew names, not Yiddish, because Yiddish is Yeshua, and Yahweh. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why that's the case is because, obviously, because it's from the Yiddish, which is Amalek, which is then false Jews. You know what I'm saying? they miss out certain words and this and that because it's mixed with German and this and that. But ISUPK teach that the mark of the beast, which is down here, is not the microchip. But yeah, they teach that the microchip is not the mark of the beast. But yet Johanna knows that's the mark of the beast, which is their leader. You see what I'm saying? They're teaching that, the mark of the beast is Christianity or white woman. But when you go into the blue letter, and the blue letter is not perfect, but when you go into the Hebrew and the Greek, mark comes up as karagma, which means an incision in the flesh. Alright? Yeah, and you can't, exactly, what's it? And you can't put Christianity into your flesh. Can you insert Christianity into your skin? There's no different interpretation. They know. And for example, IOC, Nate, he knows that that's the mark of the chip as well. But he's not teaching it. They've sold out and they took the 501c3. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So they're told what to teach and what not to teach. They're not allowed to teach that. It's like, no. Because basically Nate, you know Nate, Nathaniel, was it Nathaniel? Yeah. He basically came from a group called One West. Before this meet up, he already done a sit down and a breakdown, one on the name and two on the chip. So he definitely knows about those two, the real doctrine. So it's obvious that he's either sold out, he's an agent, or he's definitely just he's leading the minds of the blind, basically.
This is ISUPK you're talking about.
The ISUPK and the IUIC and ISUPK, basically. They're basically hiding the truth. Salachyya, if you could just drop me some scripture, I'm going to go into the chip quickly. Like basically the marked differences, because Ezekiel 9 and 4, because there's differences between the mark that goes in as an incision and like an incision and a mark that is basically if you mark something, like if you're marked for death or you're marked for righteousness. Again, so I'm just going to breeze through it quickly. Mark chapter 9 verse 4. What's that? Ezekiel 9 and 4. This is Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4. And it said, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. So that's speaking about us, yeah? That's speaking about the righteous man. When the shit is the fan, we're going to be going through the cities and going through Jerusalem, our own people, and doing what? I said, a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So we're basically marked, because we're sighing and crying out here. Most of our people out here are enjoying the sunset and enjoying, you know what I'm saying, whatever. They think that they're in a good place right now. They don't understand they're still in captivity. Yeah, but that mark there, the mark for the head is tawar in the Hebrew, which means a sign, or a mark or a signal, which means also exempt from judgment. The Paleo Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash. Okay? But that mark there is tawar in what is it? In the Hebrew, which means a sign or a mark or exempt from judgment. Yeah.
Well, basically then, what you're saying is, the Hebrew Israelites, you know the ISP, the IUIC, you guys won't get along.
No, we won't get along, simply because, No, get me 2 Corinthians, this is, we are not as many. Yeah, you can get anywhere. But actually, let me just go through, we'll go through this one first, and then we'll get that there. Also, Romans, what is it, 16 and, 11 and 17. Finish that. Because that's basically what the mark is, basically, because they're saying the mark is Christianity, this and the third. But the mark they're going to bring out, you know what, basically there's a law in the scriptures where it said if a slave that you owned wanted to be kept with you, then you put a bolt through his ear. So you would know, like, basically like cattle, it's like a brand. So when they break this society down, and you can't go to the shops, get your food, can't do whatever, they're going to bring out this chip to you as a way to get out, basically. They're going to bring it as a solution.
I agree with you, Chip. I've researched it for years. I mean, that's the Georgia Stone there.
Yeah, the Georgia Guidestone says that they want to try and have at least 500. Exactly.
From 7 billion to
so about 500 mil. Yeah, 500 mil. Yeah. So that means that they're going to have to do a lot of killing. So they're going to have biological things out here killing people, diseases, you know, Ebola and all that's still out here, but they just don't push it as hard in the news.
What's it? Deuteronomy 28. No, check 28. Deuteronomy 28 is what these got these Hebrews are like to to renounce their heritage.
Yeah.
So if we didn't come on, if we weren't a slave that went on ships to America and across the world, then you're not on the line of
But some of our people still did remain on the west coast of Africa, okay? Because remember when they tried to so-called abolish the slave trade, it was still going on throughout other parts of the Africans, because we weren't all just on the west coast, we were all different parts as well. The Arabs took us from the east and tried to continue selling, well, they did continue selling us basically, even though it was so-called abolished. Throughout the west, it was so-called abolished, yeah? But on the east of Africa and that, they were still having us as captives. You know what I'm saying? But let me just, what is it? Yeah, Romans 11 and, what is it, 17? 16 and 17, sorry. Yeah. This is Romans chapter 16 verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offences contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. Come. So that mark there, remember that the New Testament was written in what? Greek. So when you look at the Greek, it says skopeo, which means to look at, to observe. Yeah, so Romans chapter 16 verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions, mark them or what? Look at or observe them or behold them, yeah? Mark them which cause divisions and offences contrary to the doctrine which you have learned, and avoid them. So that's why you said we wouldn't get along with them. Why? Because they're going off the doctrine. It's contrary to the doctrine.
It's amazing though. You know what I find amazing? Because they can pick one scripture after another. Yeah. That backs up what they're saying.
Yeah, but that's what they do. Remember, even Satan, when because Jesus Christ was fasting 40 days, 40 nights, did he not bring out scriptures to try and tempt him to? You know what I'm saying? But because it says Satan, even he does come and behold himself as a light bearer, isn't it? Because that's where you get Lucifer from, because it just means light bearer. Drop me Revelation 13 and 16. This is the one where it goes into this now. People do not understand it. All different marks. Say like you get like a, what is it? You get like a cat or whatever, but they're all different types of cats. It's a mark, but different types of mark. We just went through 2 types already. And one of the types as well, let's say you're on road and you put a bounty on someone's head. You've marked them. You've marked them for death, but they're marked. So when you can put on someone, which makes them marked, or you can take away something from someone, which makes them marked. Like, what is it? Cain. When the Most High put that mark upon Cain, it wasn't an immediate mark. But who came out different from all the other nations? Esau. Because he's the only person, and the Bible talks about the Edomites, which is from Esau, they're the only people that have no melanin in their skin, which shows you who are the seed of Cain. Who are they today? Who is it that has no melanin in their skin? Yeah, who is it? Say it, go on. Who?
Who's got the melanin? Who? Us. Black man. Oh, the ones that don't have. Oh, you know them. They're the opposite of black.
Don't be scared, don't be scared. One saying that mark was put on there to show that if you do try and come against him, remember his blessing is what? The sword. So that's why he was marked, so that obviously we would know not to, get onto him, because we know, okay, well, this person here, he has the blessing of him. Go. That's what, yeah, exactly. What you want to say. Right, that's why the Bible says, the Most High said, wait ye upon me till eyes rise up to the prey. That's why, what is it? Us out here doing his works, we're Israelites as well. Our captains and Halshar's noble servants, YNS Romans 8:35. And you've got brothers all around the place, you see what I'm saying? But that's why you have to study us and try us by the Spirit to see if we're teaching the correct doctrine. Do you understand?
What you guys do, you're coming from the spirit side of things. They're coming from the physical side, direct seed. So if you're not from that seed at all, you ain't going nowhere. As far as they're concerned,
yeah, but that's
you're not going to be their slave.
That's where they're going off there, because remember, you're going to get Israelites that look like just like this man in the blue top here. You're going to get Israelites. Remember, what's his name? Who's the footballer? What's his name? Yeah, Ryan Giggs. He looks like a straight up Caucasian man, but his great grandfather is from the west coast of Africa. You know what I'm saying? So it's not exactly like you. So it's not a thing where, you know what I'm saying, even though, yes, from the, I think Senegal or something like that. But say like if I had kids, like 1,000 years from now, and I slept all with Caucasians, well, they're going to look like whatever, they're going to look like blonde hair, blue eyes. You know what I'm saying? Even that basketball player, his kid looks like a straight up Edomite, even though he's a mixed race, so-called mixed race.
I think what I've realised is there's strong similarity between the two of you guys. a lot of the doctrines are similar. I mean,
Yeah, but the only thing where they go off is where they don't bring out the truth. So they hold back certain things. You know what I'm saying? Wait, wait, let me finish this mark one first. Revelation chapter 13 and 16. This is the incision now, yeah? Because we went through the two previously. Ezekiel 9 and 4, which is Torah, a sign. Yeah. Romans 16 and 17. Mark them. It's compared to look at and observe. And this is the Romans now, yeah? I mean, it's like Revelations 13 and 16. This is this chip that is going to come and trample on all the world.
You can take photos of the thing as well, or you can give us an email and we'll send you the images.
do you know what I've been researching all this stuff for years? You know what I mean? Mark of the Beast and stuff like that, the whole shebang. You know what I mean? So, it's just like what I was curious about was just this division between the Hebrew Israelites in America. Not, you know, that and everyone else. There's a massive difference.
I'm going to get a quick precept. This is, what is it, Matthew 7 and 13.